What's up, taters? This is Tree from treeoflogic.com, and welcome to the Treetop News for this hump day, August the 3rd, baby. Oh my God. It's moving so fast these days, I swears. Anyway, we got a good show for you as always. We didn't have a show yesterday because we were looking at the paper dragon or the paper tiger or whatever you want to call China, huffing and puffing, but they didn't blow no house down. Holy smokes. Oh, talk about anticlimactic. And I lost so much face in front of people who were like, China ain't gonna do nothing. I'm like, yes, they are. And boy, I sure ate some humble pie, didn't I? Well, I'm at the point in my life where I have no problem being wrong, and I was wrong. But anyway, I'm so over talking about China. Let's talk about some other news. But before I do that, I want to thank two people who have actually financially contributed to the Treetop News. One was through Super Thanks. That was to James Joseph. Okay, I'm gonna call you JJ for short, okay, with the $5 donation. He did it through the Super Thanks in the comments section. Thank you so much. And of course, $10 from Olivia. Thank you so much. Gave that through Streamlabs while I was sleeping and the Treetop News was airing, okay? So without further ado, let's go and watch some of the news that I have set up for you. And of course, you all know how we get started. Let's start off with international news. Enjoy. Okay, taters, I meant to talk about this story yesterday, but I took that time off because of the whole nothing burger in reference to Nancy Pelosi. So I'm going to talk about it now. I was going to talk about in reference to the prisoner swap between Russia and America. And looks like Poopy Pants Biden got some decisions to make because Russia don't want a 2-for-1. Russia wants 2 for 2. So this is going to be very interesting. Moscow is leaning towards rejecting a prisoner swap unless it gets 2 Russians in return for 2 Americans the United States want released, according to the people familiar with the Kremlin's thinking. The United States has called on Russia to free WNBA player Brittany Griner and former U.S. Marine Paul Whelan, offering to free convicted arms dealer Victor Bout. Discussions have been stop-start since June, with Moscow reluctant to agree to a deal it sees as unequal. The people said, asking not to be identified discussing the confidential matters. So, yeah, they're not supposed to be discussing this, but here's the deal. They did discuss it, and I do believe that the Kremlin allowed this to be released because they're saying like, no, we're not going to give you, 2 people for just one person. I told you last time I talked about this is that they wanted somebody, they wanted a Russian prisoner that was in a German jail. And I don't know if Biden can do that. Well, hold on, what am I talking about? Biden can do that. I just don't know if he's willing to cross that line or not. We will see. We will see how bad they want Brittany Griner, because remember, she checks off 2 boxes. She's black and she's part of the LGBT movement. Okay, so there's that. I can go on and on about Brittany, but that's the thing. And the black community is like, Biden, you haven't done anything for us lately, so when are you going to do something? And so they're Biden needs a W right now. He needs a really big W, and this is going to be probably the most legitimate W he can get. But it looks like Russia is not trying to give it to him unless he meets according to their standards. So I will keep you guys up to date on how this will play out in the future. Okay, so let's go over to the little man who is begging. I'm just going to call him the welfare king, because this guy is like, give me more the weapons, give me more the money, give me more the weapons, give me more the money. This man he's so begging. Holy smokes. Zelensky thanks Biden for fresh $550 million in military aid we gave Ukraine. More money. Why Why aren't we having a big deal about this? Why aren't we up in arms about this? Okay. And I highlighted this for those keeping up with the count. This makes north of $8 billion in total. The United States assistance to Ukraine spread over the course of 17 packages. 17 packages since February the 24th. We've been giving these people money and money and money. Not to Americans, because forget America, all right? We're giving it to Zelensky. Zelensky thanks Biden for fresh $550 million in military aid, claiming Ukraine is closer to victory. That Zelensky got jokes, dude. He got a lot of jokes. Let's go to his Twitter and see what this clown says, okay? Thank you, President of the United States, for leadership, robust support for Ukraine, and understanding that Russia is the threat to the entire civilized world. Together, we are defending values of freedom, common to both Ukraine and United States. New defense assistance package is bringing us closer to victory. You lying! Oh my gosh. Dude, you're so sorry. Holy smokes. Speaking of so sorry, let's talk about Germany. It's now realizing that they made a big mistake talking about something. We don't need no German gas. Now, those of you know, I lived in Germany for 5 years, and one of the things I've noticed about the country is that they favor cremation versus burying in a cemetery. I think it's a culture thing, and also certain areas value it more than others. So they use crematoriums often in Germany because it's like a thing to do over there. And so nobody thought about, well, you got the automobile plants that they have to worry about, but then you didn't think about the crematoriums. And so this is a big problem that none of them ever thought about. I think in the end, because they got 3 months. They got 3 months to beg for forgiveness and say, we so sorry, Russia, because we need that oil. We need that gas. Please, baby, please forgive us. Crematoriums in Germany may have to fight for survival amid the deepening energy crisis, Reuters reported on Monday. Reduced gas supplies from Russia and a feared possible complete cutoff led to a reduction in the number of functional crematoriums in Germany, the industry representative have suggested to the news agency. So, yeah, they're talking about cutting down. Well, okay, they realize they have to keep the fire going. And I think it's at a high degrees, at 850 degrees Fahrenheit. Let me see. Here we go. No, Celsius. Sorry. Ooh, I was way off. So that would be 1,562 degrees Fahrenheit. So at 850 degrees Celsius, which is 1,562 degrees Fahrenheit, they have to keep that fire rolling constantly going like that in order to cremate the beloved deceased. But they're talking about lowering from 850 degrees Celsius to 750 degrees Celsius, which would probably save in anywhere from 10% to 20% of gas. But as you all know, they have some towns that are cutting off the public gas and heat to a lot of the hot waters. A lot of your famous statues and buildings that have lights shining on them, they're cutting that off. They're rationing gas, and this is they're rationing gas and they're rationing electricity, and you can't do that with crematoriums. Okay, so yeah, they really are in a pickle, and I wonder how they're going to solve this coming soon, because right now we're in August. it's starting to get a little cooler now over there in Germany. Like, it's nothing like it is over here in America, especially down here in the South. It's still hot over here. But when I lived over there, around about in August, it starts to get a little bit of, just like towards the end of August, you start getting a little cooler, you know what I'm saying? And then come September, I don't even know if they're going to have Oktoberfest. I need to look into that, because Oktoberfest is held in September. I know y'all thinking like, well, why wouldn't Oktoberfest be held in October? I forgot why they don't do that. But yeah, I got to see if they still going to go into Oktoberfest. So let me make sure I check on that. But anyway, Germany got a lot of thinking to do. Let's see if they're going to eat some humble pie, or if they're going to suffer the consequences for their stupid mistakes. So this completes the international news. Let's move over to national and local news. While I was getting news to put on my Telegram channel, by the way, links available in the description box. This is the greatest Telegram channel, although it's a little new. It's still good. Trust me, a lot of people love my Telegram. But anyway, when I was getting the news and I came across this story that was happening in my own state, I was like, oh no, that's so awesome. Man, Kemp is making all kinds of gains. Georgia announced tax exemption for embryos. Whoa. Georgia citizens can now get tax deductions for their unborn children in a state ruling. If a heartbeat can be found, would-be parents can claim a deduction of $3,000 on their income taxes. Pro-choice advocates, they're gonna be haters on this. They don't like it when you're gonna be saving money on your pregnancies. Pro-choice advocates have bemoaned the decision, as miscarriages might mean handing out lots of cash for pregnancies that never come to term. Why do y'all care about it? So they're like, no, this is a bad bill. This is a bad feature, because you're going to be handing out $3,000, and what if they have a miscarriage? Then you can't get that $3,000 back. First of all, it's a deduction from their income tax. There's no money given to them. They're not giving money, you idiots. They're actually giving a deduction. So whether the baby comes to term or not, as long as they're not getting an abortion, they get to deduct that money from their income tax. So this is great. And from my understanding, because I was like, how do you make sure that they're not having abortions? And so you have to have if you have a miscarriage, you have to have a doctor's testimony or affidavit to state, or your medical records to state that you had a miscarriage, not an abortion. So I thought this was great. The ruling comes as Georgia upheld the abortion ban on July the 20th. So this is really good. I really like this. I think this is a great thing. Now we move over from Sugar, Georgia to Doo-Doo, California. Los Angeles ends citizenship requirement for government jobs. People in the United States illegally can now work for Los Angeles County with no requirement to provide proof of citizenship. Last week, the Los Angeles County Board of Supervisors voted unanimously to allow non-citizens to work in the government positions, provided the position does not conflict with state or federal law. People will still be required to provide proof of citizenship to work for the Los Angeles County Sheriff Department. Well, yeah. You don't want any illegals working for the sheriff department, but they can work in any other not law enforcement. They can work for any other government position in Los Angeles. Lord have the mercy. Oh, I'm still on California. I forgot. California, look, it was New York Monday. Now I'm on California, clowning them today. California Governor Gavin Newsom declares monkeypox state of emergency. I told you this was going to happen. I told you, I was like, when did I talk about this? I think I talked about this already. No, I didn't talk about this because I don't think California decided that monkeypox was a state of emergency yet. I think I said something to the fact that Atlanta was going to be next. I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments section. This is going to be a news dump anyway. And then former NFL player charged with murder of his girlfriend. Do y'all know who this guy is? She's such a beautiful woman. I don't know why she was with this loser right here. Houston, Texas. Former NFL player Kevin Ware was indicted by a grand jury on a murder charge for the death of his girlfriend, 29 years old, Taylor Pomaski. That sound Polish. What was she doing with him? Something was... please don't be no OF situation. Kevin Ware was also charged with tampering with evidence, specifically a corpse. District Attorney Kim Oak announced Pomaski went missing on April the 25th, 2021, and her remains were found on December the 10th. Wow! Several months later. Good Lord. Where did wow, I need to look into this one, but if you guys know what team he played for, let me know, because it looks like he's not a football player anymore, because it says former NFL player, not current NFL player. And last but not least, let's look at okay, I don't know if you all know this, but there was a TV series that was based upon Michelle Obama. Now, it doesn't star Michelle. It doesn't star her. It actually supposed to depict her life as the first lady. And Viola Davis played Michelle. Now, by the way, the reason why it didn't take off is because the storyline was boring. And nobody believed Viola Davis would pass as Michelle Obama, okay? So, that's the reason why. This show line was really stupid, as a matter of fact. A series on the Showtime network called The First Lady that was based on Michelle Obama has been canceled after just one season. Oh my goodness, that is so awesome. Yay. Good news. Nobody want to watch that trash anyway. This is somewhat surprising when you consider the way Miss Obama is covered by the media. According to them, she is one of the most beloved and popular figures in the country. That's not true. If that's true, which it's not, why didn't the show last? Because it's boring and stupid. Nobody cares. Weren't people watching it? That's going to be a big no. There will be no second. This is what it comes from Showtime. Sorry, I'm just going right into it. This is a statement from Showtime where it stars Viola Davis as Michelle Obama. And she looks like a terrible... I'm not no lover of this woman, okay? But Viola Davis? Really? There will be no second term for Showtime's The First Lady, which stars Viola Davis as Michelle Obama. The dramatic series has been canceled after just one season, following ridicule from viewers and widespread negative reviews. Yeah, it was awful. And black people had a bad... They was like, Viola Davis, really? You're going to have her play Michelle? And so that's the reason why it was bad. Anyway, it's garbage. I'm happy, so happy that your stupid show did not get a second season. Forget you. Anyway, so that concludes the national and local news. And let's get over to some feel-good news.
Feels good. Feels good. Feels good. Ow! Feels good.
So when I read this, I I felt so good because it involves DeSantis. And DeSantis is GOAT, okay? I just want to let you guys know that every time I see DeSantis do something, I'm sorry, this is brace yourself, Trump supporters. By the way, I want Trump to win 2024 as long as he got DeSantis as vice president, because DeSantis said he is not going to run for president. So I'd rather DeSantis be vice president than nothing at all. Okay, I love me some DeSantis, and he's better than Trump. And I keep showing all the ways that he's better than Trump, and here's one of them. PayPal is scared of DeSantis. Oh my God, did y'all know that? I'm so impressed. DeSantis is feared, more feared than Trump. And that's because he knows how to get things done. Get her done. Anyway, there is an account called Moms of Liberty, and it's because there's an organization that started out of Florida called Moms of Liberty. It started by 2 moms, now 215 chapters and 40 states, 95,000 plus members and growing. We are fighting for the survival of America, uniting and empowering parents. These are the people who are going into schools to get rid of the wokeness, to get rid of the CRTs, to get rid of these whole the rainbow mafias that are trying to indoctrinate your children. And they were doing very well, and they had some money in the bank, and through PayPal, that I don't know, you guys got to stop using PayPal. And I'm actually I'm practicing what I'm preaching. I've actually just now have waned off of PayPal. I'm going to be looking into parallel economy. And there's another one I can use. That's another way. I'm not going to use no Cash App. I'm not going to use Vimeo or Vimo because Vimo is connected to PayPal. But I have a funny feeling that DeSantis is going to stop this social credit score system that they have been using on us. So let me just get into everything right now. So this is their account, and they're doing great work. They have this great t-shirt that says, "We do not co-parent with the government. Moms for Liberty." Just awesome stuff. And I love their t-shirts that they have as well. But anyway, so we're gonna get to talk about this. So let's go here, right? So this is from Ron DeSantis' account. Last week, Tina Descovich, oh my God, let me get her name right. Discovich. I think it's pronounced Discovich. Tina Discovich, the co-founder of Moms for Liberty, shared that PayPal had locked their account and withheld funds with no warning or justification. Days after our event, their funds were released. Oh my goodness! Florida has put woke bank on notice. So this is great. DeSantis is making things happen, dude. Holy smokes. When has Trump ever done this? Now, y'all know PayPal been messing with us since what? 2017 or 18. They wasn't doing this in 2016. I know for sure. I know Patreon. Yeah. 2017. You know why? MasterCard was joining in. Patreon was doing it. And then, of course, this is when PayPal started doing it in 2017. Nobody didn't do nothing, especially Trump. Okay. And now you got them scared because DeSantis is coming for them. Let me read this article that's going to go into more details about it. And you're going to see why we call DeSantis the greatest of all times. PayPal unfreezes Moms for Liberty funds after DeSantis announced crackdown on woke banking system. Moms for Liberty said PayPal unfroze the money in their group's account following Governor DeSantis' announcement last week that Florida will crack down on quote-unquote woke banking. Moms for Liberty co-founder Tina Descovich, that name, Descovich, said the organization had operated on PayPal for more than a year before running into the most recent problem. Many of their donators would give them monthly donations through PayPal. However, Descovich said PayPal sent notification that they froze the organization's account during Governor Santos' speech. So while he's speaking, I started getting emails during that time that PayPal has stopped processing one by one all of our monthly donors. Now, isn't that crazy? Oh my God, they have to put something in there that they cannot discriminate against people based upon their political beliefs. Okay? This is just unreal. PayPal also froze the organization's $4,500 and would not let them transfer the money out. PayPal told I'm a mess. You know what? I cannot pronounce this name correctly. I'm just going to have to call her D. I'm just going to say Miss D because I can't pronounce this last name. I don't know what it is. What is this? Polish? This is Czech Republic? I don't even know what kind of last name that is. Okay, so I'm going to call her Miss D because I keep messing up her last name. So PayPal told Miss D that they could not operate on the platform until the IRS approved the organization's paperwork. However, Miss D said that PayPal had already accepted the paperwork they filed with the IRS, which is backlogged in January 2021. Quote, I emailed, said Miss D. I tried calling again and get another person, and they said, sorry, there's nothing that they can do. PayPal suddenly released the funds after Governor DeSantis' press conference announcing he wants legislation passed to prohibit transmitters like PayPal from discriminating against customers for their religious, political, or social beliefs. Miss D had spoken about her PayPal experience at the press conference. That's so awesome. Oh my God, this is so awesome. Quote, I do think it helps. I have no other explanation why I have no message from PayPal that they reverse anything. I have not sent them any more documents to change the status, Miss D said. So the only thing I have to point to is that they saw the governor's press conference and decided to change their mind. So that's awesome. So here you go. This was the tweet that, well, we read the tweet already, right? Yeah, we already read this tweet. So, okay, so let's read a little bit more. The governor also wants to propose legislation to apply to Wall Street banks and credit card companies. Yes, go after Visa, baby. Go after MasterCard, honey. Go get them. Go get them, especially MasterCard. MasterCard been acting real funky lately, you know what I'm saying? And with the whole wokeness. They're using things like social credit scores to be able to marginalize people that they don't like, DeSantis said, and this is true. DeSantis' announcement Thursday took a stand against banks and fund managers using the quote-unquote woke environmental, social, and government and governance criteria. ESG. The ESG criteria is used by socially conscious investors to screen potential investment. So here you have another W by DeSantis. Man, this guy just keep winning and winning and winning. Ugh. I just love me some DeSantis. But anyway, this is a really good feel-good story. I really like it. And once again, we see a Republican who actually makes things happen. He doesn't invite you to the White House or in DeSantis' case, he doesn't invite you to the governor's house to talk about it. All this talk, because that's what they did when Trump was in office. All they wanted to do was talk about what we're going to do, talk about what we want to do, instead of doing something. Here you have DeSantis going after these people. Disney is scared of DeSantis. Now, PayPal is scared of DeSantis. So you got a lot of these woke companies that are scared of DeSantis. That's power, baby. And if Trump knows what I know, and if he knows what we all know, he would get DeSantis as his VP, baby. Because let me tell you something. DeSantis is making things happen. But What do you think about this feel-good news? Does it make you feel good? Are you like cheering yes? Let me know by leaving a comment in the comment section below. And there you have it, taters. The conclusion to the Treetop news for this hump day, August the 3rd. I had to look at the time. I had to look at the day. Did you hear my voice go away when I went August the 3rd? I had to go to the right side of my monitor to make sure it's the. I keep up more with dates ever since I've been doing the Treetop news than I have in my entire life, actually. So that concludes today's Treetop news. What did you think? Let me know what you think by leaving a comment below this video. Now, I want to make one comment in reference to the whole China thing because I'm on Telegram and I'm getting just a couple of people, right now about 3 people who are very pro-China. They do not like the way I've been talking about the dragon. And here's my thing, and it's just going to just keep it really quick. The reason why I have been clowning China in their response in reference to Nancy Pelosi is that you don't make all these threats. You don't keep making threats after threats after threats after threats after threats and then nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have been challenged to a fight and you keep talking about, I'm going to knock you out, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And you trash talk for a week. Every day for a week, you talk about how you're going to do this and how you're going to do that. And you just basically going to put them in a coma and you just don't show up for the fight itself. You know, you're just a coward. And I'm not saying that China's a coward. What I'm saying is that if you wasn't going to actually go through with all of the things that you said you was going to do versus your military, you brought all those ships down there, you brought all those tanks down there, and to do what? Nothing. So I'm just not impressed with that. You should have just said nothing and then said, you'll see what we do. You'll see what we do. But right now, all that talking about, you won't know about fight till you get burned. We gonna shoot that plane down. You ain't do nothing. And now Nancy has left today. And she left Taiwan safely. And she has made history because of you guys. So there's that. Stay mad. I don't care. You all can sit up here and come back and start talking about sanctions and China can do this and China can destroy our economy. China ain't going to do nothing. Right now, I realize that China needs us more than we need China. And China don't want this smoke. And right now, I wasn't really a fan of China. But I did have some respect for China, and I've said this before and I'll say it again. Not only do I not like China, I have no respect for them. And if that makes you mad, then stay mad, baby, stay mad. Anyway, this is Tree from treeoflogic.com. Don't forget to leave a like to this video. Also, be sure to leave a comment below. Let me know if you're a person who likes some China. Let me know why I should give a crap about them. I'm sorry. I don't like somebody who basically start acting all bad verbally and your actions show nothing of the sort. You just a coward, dude. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So let me know if I'm in the wrong, you know. Come at me in the comments section and also don't forget to share it. I will see you guys later on today. If you're watching this, it's a Wednesday. So remember, I do a live stream every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And today I will be doing a live stream today at 8:00 p.m. Eastern Time. So I look forward to seeing you then. Okay? All right. This is Tree. See you guys either tonight or on the next video. Later, taters.